Okay, so shall we begin?
Yeah.
Yes.
So remember, everything that we can do, you can do it standing, you can do it seated, whichever you prefer. Ideally, if you're not super shaky on your feet, try to do as much of it as you can standing. But if you feel like it's time to take a seat, then definitely take a seat. Yeah. Remember, what we're doing in here is taking care of ourselves and always improving, not trying to do anything that's going to injure us. Yeah. That's sort of the opposite of what we're trying to do. We don't want to injure ourselves. Okay. Okay. So let's begin. First, feet under the shoulders, arms relaxed, and just loosen up the body. So circle the head. Big relaxed movement. Remember, the slower the better. Slow the movement down. Notice where you might feel tightness, soreness, or discomfort. And sort of lean into that spot a little bit more. Notice where you're feeling any discomfort. Slow the body down. Let it talk to you. Change other direction. Again, still making slow movement. Roll the head, relax the neck. Make the movement as large as possible. One more time. Alright, straighten the body out, straighten the head out, relax the arms by the sides, completely loose, and then turn the waist. Just let the arms rotate as much as they can. So we're not really using any power in the arms, just keeping the waist relaxed and letting the arms swing. Alright. Feet a little bit wider than your shoulders, so take a look down at your feet, make sure they're flat, make sure you don't have one foot further in front than the other, and try to open the feet wider than the shoulders. Straighten out the legs, hands at your waist, and we're just going to do big circles with the hips. Slow and big circles. Use the hands. Remember, the same idea as what we were doing with the neck, the slower the better. Keep the knees straight, so we're circling the hips. Notice where you feel any snags or tightness or discomfort, and push into those spots just a little bit more. Then change other direction. And bring the feet together. So feet close together. And now the same thing. Big circles now with the waist. So again, slow, orbiting the waist around. So again, notice where there's any tightness, soreness, or any discomfort. Always try to push into that spot a little bit more. Remember, the slower the better. And change other direction. Keep the movement large, keep the movement slow. Alright, let's relax a little. Okay, shall we begin?
Yeah.
Alright. So feet flat on the ground. Remember, the first thing that we're doing is bringing our awareness to the frame of the body, to the posture. So feet together, crown expanding up, Pretty hot in here, huh?
I turned it down on both sides.
All right.
It's 74.
That's enough.
It's a little warm.
Yeah. All right. So check the posture. Feet flat on the ground. The crown expanding up high through the ceiling. Relax the shoulders and relax the arms. So even though the crown is pulling up, remember we're not pulling the chin up, just the crown, so the chin stays tucked in. And we're also not lifting the chest up. The neck is relaxed and the chest is relaxed, so we're allowing for that smooth breath to come in and out. So it's not just getting stuck up here. And go, bend the knees slightly. Shift the body weight to the right foot, step out with the left. The toes down and then the heel, slowly shifting the body weight even over both feet. And again, take a look at your feet. Make sure your feet are a little bit wider than your shoulders. Knees slightly bent so that you can tuck your tailbone a little bit, just like you're squatting down into a stool. And again, pull the crown up high. So the body's suspended from the crown. We're standing up nice and straight, but we're not tensing up and rising up, lifting the center of gravity. The center of gravity is dropping down, but the upper body's staying straight and loose. And begin the opening movements. Go, the arms rise up in front, and then slowly drop down. And then again, up, rising in front, slowly dropping down. Again, one more time, rising up in front, slowly floating down, shoulders, elbows, and wrists floating down. Then the arms coming up the sides, expand the elbows out, the hands rise up, shoulders and elbows drop, and the hands expand open. Go, lift the hands overhead, turn the palms over, slowly let the hands float down. Remember that idea like snow falling over a mountain. The hands slowly float down, palms facing down. 2 more times. The arms expand open up the sides, shoulders and elbows drop, and the hands push open. Then go, lift the hands overhead, turn the palms over and slowly drop down. One more time. Arms expanding up the sides, shoulders and elbows dropping, pushing the hands away, and then lifting the hands overhead. Turn the palms over, slowly drop them down. Right, now bringing the breath into it. So again, check your posture. Standing up nice and tall, the crown rising up to the ceiling, and then start to listen to the breath, just noticing it. Notice where your body moves when you inhale and exhale. So this is the pulse, the rhythm of our lives, yeah? And now we're going to have the body movement imitating the breath. So as we inhale, the hands will rise, and as we exhale, they'll fall. Remember this idea of making a waving motion with the hands. So the same way that when we breathe, we don't like this, right? So our movement shouldn't be like this, right? We don't want to go full Frankenstein in here. Smooth and soft, yeah? So again, noticing the breath. And now with the next inhale, the movement will follow it. Go, inhale, the hands slowly rise up with the inhale. Exhale, the hands slowly float down. And again, inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. 3 more times. Slow and smooth. Go, the elbows rise up, inhale, the hands follow. Exhale, shoulders, elbows, hands sink, drop, and fall. Go, inhale up the sides. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, slowly drop the hands down. Again, inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Long, controlled exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Twice more. Inhaling up. Exhaling out. Inhaling up. Long, controlled exhale down. Moving with control. Breathing with control. So we're slowing that breath down. 1 more time. Inhale up. Exhale. Push the hands away. Inhale up. Exhale. Drop the hands down. Bring the hands to cover the lower belly, just below the belly button. And then again, check in with the posture. So the feet are flat on the ground. The crown is expanding up high through the ceiling. But at the same time, we're not tensing the neck up. Tuck the tailbone to flatten out the lower back. And then start to notice the breathing. We're not really trying to do anything with the breath, just noticing it. Whether that means you notice it in the nose, leaving, coming and going. Whether you notice it in the chest, the movement of the chest as you inhale and exhale. Or perhaps in the lower belly. In the first movement, Danso, Tuotian, single hand, holding up the heavens. Turn the palms up, go, lift the hands, rising in front of the chest, expand the arms open, drop the left hand down to the side, lift the right palm over the crown of the head, push the right palm up, push the left palm down. Go, rotate, turn the waist to the left. Turn the waist, turn the shoulders, and then turn your head. Look over the shoulder. Push the right hand up high. Go, rotate back slowly. Relax the hands. Slowly change. Drop the right hand down. Slowly lift the left hand up the center of the body. So the left hand pushes up high over the head. The right hand presses down low. Go, rotate to the right. Waist turning, shoulders turning, the head turning. Look over the right shoulder. Push the left hand up as high as you can. Then again, relax, release the tension and circle back slowly. And again, slowly changing. That left hand falling, just like leaves falling from a tree. The right hand rising up, pushing up like the first shoot of spring, breaking through the ground, reaching up and expanding up towards the sun. And then go, rotate to the left, waist, shoulders, turn the head, look over the left shoulder, push the right hand higher up if you can. Relax, release, slowly rotate back, slowly, slowly relax. Let the right hand slowly drop down, lift the left hand up. 3 more times. The left hand pushes up high over the head, palm facing up towards the ceiling, the right hand pressing down. Go, rotate to the right. So remember, the waist turns, the shoulder turns, and the head, and then look over your right shoulder with your eyes. Push the left hand high up, like someone's grabbing your wrist and pulling it up. And then relax, release, slowly unwind back to the center. And again, slowly change the hands. The left hand falls while the right hand rises. 2 more times. Left hand pushing down, right hand pressing up high overhead. Go, rotate to the left. Turn the waist. Turn the shoulders, turn the head. Remember this idea of pushing the hand up so high, almost like somebody's grabbing your wrist and pulling it up. Then again, unwind, relax, release the tension, slowly rotate back. Drop the right hand and lift the left. Last time. Remember, the right hand slowly dropping, the left hand slowly rising. Reach the left hand up to its zenith, as high as it can go. Press the right hand down. Then go, rotate, turn the body to the right. Waist, shoulders, head. Push the left hand up as high as you can. Relax, release, rotate back to the center. Release the tension. Bring the hands level with the shoulders. Slowly rotate the hands in, drawing in towards the chest, and then slowly dropping the hands down. Again, the hands covering the lower belly. We're back in our standing meditation posture. For any of these practices, we can do them seated too. So remember, when we're in this practice of stillness here, standing, maybe some people come in here and they look at us and kind of wonder, what are these crazy people doing? Yeah, that's okay. That's their problem. Yeah. But remember, we're not just standing here, waiting. Even though it's a practice of stillness, it's not static and stagnant. It's active. Where is it active? In the awareness of what's happening in your body. The awareness of having to maintain a specific posture. So that tucking of the tailbone, lifting of the crown. And then the breath. Because remember, the body always wants to go, gravitate back towards its habits. This thing, where we stand and we end up slowly shrinking back down into bad habit. So remember, we always have to bring our attention and awareness to this. Listening to the breath. All right, next movement. great bird expands its wings. Drop the hands down. Take a step forward with the left foot. Make sure the knees stay slightly bent. So remember, we're going to be using our breathing with this one. Make sure you're not standing too close to anybody. Remember, rule number 1, don't slap anybody in this class. Okay, we'll have a fighting class in a couple weeks, then everybody can slap each other, all right? No, remember, try to make sure you have distance so you're not knocking into each other. So remember, again, with this movement, we're matching the breath with the movement, okay? So we're going to be doing big, expansive inhales. So that big, try to make your breathing audible to you, and try to see if you can make it audible to other people. Yeah? So we want to actually take this big inhale. So you notice when I do it, look. See, my chest rises up, yeah? The lungs expanding. So big inhale and then big exhale, letting it out. Big inhale, arms expand as wide as we can. Big exhale, relax and release, softening. Okay? Everybody ready? All right, lift the palms up in front of the body. Inhale, body forward. Exhale. Inhale, send the body forward. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And again. Last 3. Try to hold the breath a bit longer. Exhale. 2 more. One more. Okay, bring the left foot back. Bring the hands in. Slowly drop the hands down. Now step forward with the right foot. So remember, as we're doing this movement, when we inhale, the chest rises. We should be leaning in a little bit onto the front foot. Okay? So right foot in front. Ready? Go. Lift the palms up in front of the body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Open the chest. Exhale. Remember, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Open the chest as much as you can. Inhale. Exhale. Again. 3 more. Hold it a bit longer. Open up, open up. Exhale. Just do your best. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. All right, bring the right foot back. Bring the hands in slowly. And again, drop the hands down. Back to our standing meditation posture. So remember, for those of you that are seated, try not to just lean back into the chair. Try to see if you can support yourself, pulling up through the crown, the rest of the body suspended from the crown of the head. Check the posture. Take a look at your feet. Make sure you're not standing with one foot on top of the other, or you have one leg in front. Both of the feet under the shoulders. And then let's check in with the rest of the posture. Tuck the tailbone. Flatten out the lower back. And lift up the crown. And listen to the breathing. Next movement. The old man strokes his beard. My favorite. Slowly, slowly, I'm getting there. It's taking its time though. Yeah. Okay, so remember, with the old man strokes his beard, we have a couple different things we're focusing on, coordination-wise. First is the arms. Okay. The second is pushing out the lower back. And the third, for those of you that are standing, is bending the knees. Remember, in any of these practices, remember what I said in the beginning about moving slowly. We always want to be moving as slowly as possible. Everything should sort of be coordinated together, right? So when we do it, right, if you watch from the side, when we do this movement, it's not... Yeah, this is not very smooth, right? The movement should be very smooth. Everything sort of moving together. So that when I push my hands forward, here, I bend my knees slowly and bend my lower back slowly. And then when I straighten the body out, I drop my hands, straighten my body out slowly. So I'm lifting up through the crown, straightening my legs a little bit more, slowly. Most of the time when people injure their back, it's because they try to do something really quickly, and their back is already very weak, right? They go to pick something up, right? So remember, move slowly. Moving slowly ensures that we can be paying attention to what's happening. So perhaps you feel a bit of discomfort and you know, oh, now I need to go even slower, right? If you're going too fast, you don't feel the discomfort. All you feel is, now I have an injury. Yeah, okay. All right, with me? Ready? Feet under the shoulders. Crown pulling up high. Turn the palms forward. Go. Lift the hands up in front of the chest. Circle the arms open. Drop the elbows. Wrap the hands around. Palms up, sort of like a, I don't know, right? And then hands in towards the jawline. So the elbows are pointing out. Go. Push the hands forward. Bend the lower back. Bend the knees. And then go. Slowly drop the hands and float up. Slowly pulling the body up. Remember, you don't have to go super low. Just a little bit. Then again, the hands rise up. Arms circle open. Elbows drop. The hands wrap around. Palms face the jawline. Bend the knees. Bend the lower back. Push the hands forward. Drop the hands. Straighten the body out slowly. Even if it's difficult, it's not supposed to be easy. Go. Lift the hands up. Do what we call appropriate challenge. Open the hands. Circle the hands around. In towards the jawline. Bend the knees. Bend the back. Push the hands forward. Drop the hands and rise up. Slowly, one smooth speed. 3 more times. Hands rise up. Arms circle open. Elbows drop. Hands wrap around. Sink down. Go. Drop the hands and rise up. Yes. Slow and smooth. Notice where it's difficult. Go. Lift the hands. Circle open. Wrap the arms around. Sink down. Push the hands forward. Drop the hands and rise up. You kind of want to come up really fast, huh? Because pushing up slowly is a little tiring. Again, one more time. Especially if you go as low as I'm going to go right now. Right? Circle the arms open. Sink down. Right? So if I go all the way down here, right? Coming up from here, getting down is easy. Then coming up, right? You have to, it's almost like I have to put my hands on something here and push myself up, right? Then go, lift the hands up the sides. Slowly drop the hands down. Go, hands covering the lower belly again. Again, back to the standing meditation posture. Again, seated or standing. Should be relying on this adjustment of the frame. Not just falling into our habit of posture, which is normally just this kind of thing, but challenging that, right? Pulling up through the crown to lengthen the spine. Almost like there's a rope attached to the crown of the head and the body's hanging off of it. And then just listening to the breathing. Listen to the breath. Next part, lace the fingers together. Go, lift the hands up the front, straighten out your legs. Push the hands up high overhead. Reach the hands up like somebody's grabbing your wrists, pulling you along. Go, relax, drop the hands, bend the knees slightly again. Then again, the hands come together, rising up, straightening out the legs, lifting the hands up, drop the head back, push the hands up as high as you can. Separate the arms, relax, bend the knees slightly. Again, straighten the legs, lift the hands, push up high overhead, lean the head back, reach the hands up as high as you can. Separate, relax, bend the knees slightly. Two more times. Go. The hands rise up. Legs straightening out. Push the hands up. Drop the head back. Press the hands up towards the ceiling. Separate the hands. Relax. Bend the knees slightly. One last time. Straighten the legs. Straighten the knees out. Push the hands up as high as you can overhead. Lift up, separate the arms, relax the knees, soften the knees again. And again, hands covering that lower belly area. Listening to the breathing. Just listening to the breath. White ape offers the peach. Drop the hands down. So if you're sitting in a chair, try to come to sit closer to the edge of the chair. Maybe on the last third of the chair. So pulling the spine nice and straight. Turn the waist to the left. Turn the chest so your shoulders and your chest are facing the left wall. Go, lift the right palm across towards that left wall. Palm up. Go, slowly drop the hand down. And then rotate, turn to the right. Go, lift the left palm up. Go, slowly drop the hand down. Rotate back to the left. Turn the waist, turn the shoulders, turn the chest. Lift the right palm up. Go, slowly drop the right palm down. And then again to the right, so find that rhythm. Turn the shoulders, turn the waist. Lift the palm facing up, but keep your shoulder down. Go, drop the left hand down. Now we're going to reach a bit longer. Go, turn the shoulders, lift the right hand, keep the shoulder down, and then reach the right hand longer without lifting the shoulder. Go, slowly drop the hand down. And then again to the right. Turn the waist, turn the shoulders, lift the left palm, shoulder down, reach the hand longer. Go, slowly drop it down. Then again to the left. Lift the right palm up, long, slowly dropping down. Back to the right. Turn the waist, turn the shoulders, lift the left palm, shoulders down, reach that hand long, and then go slowly drop the hand down. Go, lift the hands up the sides. Slowly drop the hands down. Again, back to our standing posture. So adjust the posture. Let the breath relax again. So getting that breathing down nice and smooth again. Everybody's favorite part. White crane stands on one leg. So remember, stay close to a chair if you're feeling uneasy on your feet. Ideally, standing for this exercise. Yeah? Only if it's comfortable for you. Remember, we're not just going to be doing this immediately. We're going to be using the chair to be able to kind of manage and maintain. So standing either directly behind your chair, to the left of it, to the right of it, whatever is best, okay? Just standing near it, okay? So first thing, always, eyes focusing on one point. Don't take your eyes off of that one point. And then go, expand the arms up the sides. Shoulders and elbows drop. Expand the arms open. Lean your body weight over onto your right foot and slowly drag the left foot in. If you need to use the chair for support, just go ahead and start now. Totally fine. Whatever works best for you. Yeah? So all the body weight's on the right foot and then lift the left knee up. Remember, if you need the support of the chair, use it. If not, occasionally bring your hand off of it, and then but keep your leg up. And then go slowly with control, drop the leg down. Slowly let the hands drop. And then again, slowly expand the arms open. Eyes focusing on one point. Don't take your eyes off that one point. Shift the body over to the left leg. Slowly, with control, bring the right leg in. And then lift the knee. Remember, use your hands on the chair if you need to. But do this in a way that you can get your leg off the ground. Use the chair for support. Go slowly, drop the leg down. Slowly let the hands fall. Two more times. Arms expand open while the eyes rest on one point. Body weight shifts over to the right leg. The left leg slowly draws in. Remember, use the chair to support yourself. Lift the left knee. Doesn't have to be high. Just as long as the foot is off the ground. And support yourself. Remember, use the chair to help you with your balance. Slowly drop down. One more time. Arms expand open. Shoulders drop. The eyes rest on one point. Shift over to the left leg. Slowly pull the right foot in with control. And then slowly lift that foot off the ground. Remember, use the chair as a support. But keep the foot off the ground. And then slowly drop the foot back down. Slowly shift back to the center. Then again, hands covering dantian, that place at the lower belly, just below the belly button. And again, checking in with the posture. Relax the body. Still standing up nice and straight. Let the breathing be natural, but bring your attention to it. Notice how your breath is moving. Be aware of that rhythm of your body. Drop the hands. Pulling the anchors from C-bottom. So remember, if you're close to your chair, make sure you step away from it so you don't end up dropping face first into it. Yeah, we don't want to just drop our heads into our chair. If you're uncomfortable on your feet, if you feel a little unstable on your feet, take a seat now and do this one seated, because we are going to be bending over. Okay? So sitting nice and tall or standing nice and tall. Again, the crown expanding up high. Shake your arms out a little bit. Make sure your arms are relaxed. Hands hanging by the sides. Bring your awareness to your hands. Make sure they're nice and relaxed, loose. And relax the neck. Let the chin fall in. Relax the shoulders. Let the hands be heavy. And then slowly let the hands start dropping down to the ground. So your shoulders start to be pulled forward and your upper back starts to be round. Remember, we want to keep the movement slow and smooth. One steady speed. The upper back and the mid back rounding, the lower back starting to round. Whatever needs to happen to slowly drop the hands down as low as you can. And hang for a moment. Shake your head like you're saying no. Make sure your neck is relaxed. Then slowly start to lift up just through the lower back. Almost like you're lifting one vertebra at a time through the lower back.
rolling the spine up, one vertebra at a time, with one smooth, steady speed. The hands heavy like anchors that we're pulling up off of the bottom of the ocean. Lifting the lower and the mid-back up towards the ceiling. Then lifting up between the shoulder blades. Up towards the ceiling. Rolling the spine up. Up through the neck. High up through the crown. Till we're standing tall again. So again, we're standing tall. Hands are still heavy. The arms are still completely relaxed. And then again, relax the neck. Let the chin fall into the chest. Completely loose and relaxed. Let the hands be heavy. Slowly let the hands start dropping. So the upper body starts to collapse downward. But remember, we're moving with control, slowly and steady. We're not jerking around at all here. Movement slow and continuous. Let the head hang, neck relaxed. Sway the body back and forth a little bit. Make sure the arms are completely loose. And then start to rise up again. Just through the lower back, like you're lifting the lower back up towards the ceiling. Through to the mid-back. Up between the shoulder blades. Rising up through the neck. Finally lifting up high through the crown of the head. Standing straight up again. Turn the palms out. Slowly lift the arms up the sides. And go. Slowly drop the hands. Okay, all right, everybody take a seat. All right, so we'll finish with a short meditation. Okay. So remember with the meditation, we're not actually trying to do anything. And that's the difficult part. Yeah. Whatever we kind of experience in the meditation practice is exactly what the meditation is. Yeah. So nothing that comes up sort of falls out of this practice. So if you find that you're sitting there, so frustrated today. Okay, good observation. Yeah. But we try not to get pulled away to the frustration. And even if we do, that's okay too. But we always try to take a little step away from it. A little step back to listen and to notice it. What is this frustration? What's this feeling? We don't try to push it away. Just let it be there. Just sit with it. Instead of always trying to fix it, trying to do something with it. Now, we're just going to do nothing. Yeah? Not this nothing. Yeah? We still have to have a little bit of sort of, like the way that I talk about it often is like an anchor, right? So the posture, always most important, right? The posture is our first anchor for this boat of our minds, right? The second one is the breath. So we can keep coming back to these. Once that boat, if the boat doesn't have those anchors here, the boat's just gonna see you later, right? And then we're just gonna be lost in thought all the time. So sometimes we come back to the posture, come back to the breath, it brings us back to right now. What's happening now? Anger? Oh, okay, why? Or boredom? That's a common one with meditation. This is boring. Well, why do you need to be stimulated? Yeah. So remember, nothing falls outside of the practice. Oh, I'm thinking so much. I need to stop thinking. Guess what? That's a thought. Yeah. We try to use this to solve the things that it creates. Very funny. Okay. So first thing, try to come to sit a little bit closer to the edge of your chair, maybe on the last third of the chair. Bring the hands to rest on top of the knees or on top of the thighs. And then go ahead and close the eyes. Now we begin with the posture. Pulling the crown up high. Still maintaining the chin being tucked in. The neck is relaxed and the shoulders are relaxed. Hands resting on top of the thighs. Just feel the weight of the hands resting there on top of your thighs. Don't actually need to do anything with it. Just let them rest there. Let's bring the awareness externally for a moment. All of the sound that maybe we hear. The sound of the air conditioning. The sound of the drill. The sound of my voice. Not necessarily as something to fixate on, but just noticing these things arising in our consciousness, in our awareness. And again, let's come back to our internal awareness. Your awareness to your breath. Again, not really with the intention of changing it or doing anything with it, but just noticing it. Where do you notice it? In your chest? Perhaps more as it enters and leaves the nose. Maybe you feel it reaching deeper for the lower belly. Breathing fast, breathing slowly. You holding your breath. Now what's happened to your posture as you start focusing more on the breath? Right now, just notice if there's something you're thinking about. Something specific. And hold it there in your mind for a moment. See what happens with it. And again, return to the breath. Go ahead and open the eyes. Turn the palms to face up. Slowly lift the hands up the sides and down the center. Who fell asleep? Hands up. You better hope I don't fall asleep. You guys be like, when's this meditation gonna end? It's 7 o'clock. So they're like, have a good day. Everybody feeling a little more relaxed?
Yeah, that's good.
It's funny, we don't even know that sometimes that we're not relaxed. You know, I think, oh yeah, I'm relaxed. As our mind is going 5,000 miles per hour. Yeah, it's funny, you know, it's, even though, you know, when I was training in China, a lot of different practices. And most of the time you think, oh, meditation, easy. You're just sitting there. Yeah, no, it's not so easy. Especially when you're younger, you're going to be really active. It's not so easy, because meditation is just a mirror that you sit in front of and cannot look away from. You know, that's why doing nothing is really hard. Because suddenly it's, oh, I forgot to call that guy. Oh, I really shouldn't have said that 15 years ago. Oh, I need to do this next year, you know. All these different things that, but we have to, even 10 minutes, it's fine. That comes up, you can't do anything about it. Even just 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You know, and then maybe we can bring this out. You know, because this is the idea with the meditation practice. What happens when you leave after you know, oh yeah, meditation, I'm really good at it. What does that mean? I can sit for 7 hours straight. And then you go out and get into 25 arguments with somebody. You know? So what happens with the meditation? Where does it go? You know? So are we bringing this into the day? Remember, like I always say, all it is, these practices, all it is a little drop of water falling into a small pond. We don't need to, it doesn't need to rain on the pond all day. Just a little drop of water and then dum, 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 echoing out. So, you know, even something like the posture, we can bring this everywhere we go. You know, eating dinner tonight with friends, you know. Oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't eat like this. Right? Try to sit up as much as you can. Or the breathing. How am I breathing right now? Am I breathing? Not really something we ask ourselves very often. And also how we are attending to things during the day. Like I talk about with the posture, it's literally how you're holding yourself, right? So we have this idea of figuratively and literally. When we pay attention to these practices, we're doing both of them. We're attending to ourselves differently. And we're going out into the world differently. If we bring these things out into the world, we're interacting with ourselves and with other people differently. You know, so if we bring a different kind of awareness, the way we do when we're sitting here like this, we bring different awareness to ourselves. Maybe every now and then in a conversation with someone, with family, loved ones, a stranger, anybody, we can bring a different kind of awareness to it. Yeah. That's all we're doing, nothing else. Okay, see you in a week.